Countless autograph signings being recognized wherever you go. Can you take a picture with me? High fives from total strangers. And of course, hearing that line for the millionth time, how sweet it is. For the Warrior football team, that all kind of slows down now again as they've returned to the practice field. Yesterday, Hawaii started preparations for the Sugar Bowl in Georgia.
I mean, today felt regular. I mean, I think that's just, we've done such a great job of blocking out all the media and all that, stuff that we really need to not pay attention about. And so, that's a great thing. It's great that guys aren't even messing around with that stuff. We just came out here to practice today and do what we do, and we had fun. And obviously they ran us pretty hard, but we came out and did what we did, and it felt regular. It felt like just normal practice for sure.
Definitely just feel pretty good to kind of, get it a little bit regular, back to normal. Getting back out here with practice and everything. Long week of finals. Everybody pretty much already stressed out. So, just getting back out here, throwing the ball around is always good.
It kind of does, with the atmosphere around the campus and around the state. Everywhere I go, people telling me hi and stuff like that. But when we come up here, nothing different. We just got to focus on Georgia and focus on what we got to do.
KHON is your home for the Sugar Bowl. We'll have special reports leading up to the game and, of course, from New Orleans on game week. And on December 30th, KHON will air a half-hour special Season of Destiny countdown to the Sugar Bowl. That's December 30th at 6:30 p.m. and a rebroadcast the day of the game, Tuesday, January 1st. And don't forget, kickoff between the Warriors and Bulldogs is right here on KHON at 3 p.m. Now to some action today.
Feel pretty good to kind of, get it a little bit regular, back to normal. Getting back out here with practice and everything. Long week of finals. Everybody pretty much already stressed out. So, just getting back out here, throwing the ball around is always good.
How's it going, everybody? Sugar Bowl-bound Warrior football team rolled on with day 2 of practice tonight in preparation for their New Year's Day showdown with Georgia in New Orleans. Primary focus over the next few days, getting back to business.
With the atmosphere around the campus and around the state, everywhere I go, people telling me hi and stuff like that. But when we come up here, nothing different. We just got to focus on Georgia and focus on what we got to do.
All kinds of time for Brennan going deep. Bryce Mullen has it. 20, 10, gone. Touchdown, Hawaii.
Definitely the biggest game in UH history. No doubt clearly about that, but just the way this team been the whole year, every game, every game we know it's important, but we still take it as another game. We don't let it, we don't let the game, overexcite us or, take advantage of us. We just, maintain, come out here, practice, have fun, because nobody practices or nobody in the nation practices like we do. This is a wild and crazy team. Definitely we just coming out here and just, practice, take things how it is, and just get ready.
At last check, Warriors are 9-point dogs against the Bulldogs. Practice continues through Christmas Eve. Hawaii hits the road Big Easy bound on Christmas Day.
He's the nation's all-time leader in passing touchdowns and Hawaii's only Heisman finalist. Now many Warrior fans are calling for Colt Brennan's jersey number to be retired. UH says right now there are no plans, but it may consider it at a future time. School says Timmy Chang's number 14 is unofficially retired. It hasn't been used since he left in 2004. The only number that's been taken out of circulation at UH is 32 in honor of Tommy Kaulukukui, who was the first All-American out of Manoa in the 1930s.
I don't know. I mean, there's still, a big game for us to play, and, I think you could, how do you ask to have my number retired, not think about guys like Devon, or, I think you have to retire a lot of numbers if you retire my number, so it's a great honor at the same time.
Well, after tackling a dozen difficult games this year, Warrior football players had to tackle a different opponent this week. Finals. But now it's all about getting back to the basics and getting ready for some sugar. Here's KHNL News 8 Stephen Florino with more on the Warriors game plan.
Running, and more running. It's a welcome activity after what these student athletes dealt with during the week.
Finals, we all know about that. Now I can sleep in a little longer and get ready, just concentrate on football and for the big game.
Yeah, we had a lot of running. Coach Mel wanted to get our speed and quickness back, so that's what we did today.
The Warriors resumed practice this week after playing their last game 2 weeks ago. they're taking it slow.
These practices are not about, getting ready for Georgia. We're not playing Georgia for a couple weeks. It's just about coming out and getting back into practice mode and kind of, getting all the kinks out from not really doing anything for the last week or so.
Right now, the Bulldogs are concentrating on the same.
We have to be in shape. If we're not in shape, it's going to be a long night. We found that out in 2005. Nobody knew who West Virginia was. Now everybody knows who West Virginia is just because they ran over Georgia defense. And that's the one thing we can't let Hawaii do.
So it's easy does it before heading to the Big Easy, but just for a few days.
Well, whenever you have a little bit of layoff like that, you always do see if they're enthusiastic by Wednesday next week.
Stephen Florino, KHNL News 8.
Also, head coach June Jones closing practices to the public for the first time ever. He says it's because he wants to keep the team focused on football and getting ready for their showdown in New Orleans. And we, too, are gearing up to provide you with Hawaii's best and most complete coverage of the Warriors' greatest season. We have a number of specials airing right here on KHNL News 8, also our sister station, K5. And heads up, our first greatest season special Tuesday, December the 18th at 7 p.m. on the 5, the home team, going into overtime. So if you're setting your VCR or DVR or whatever you want to set to record, I know you don't have a Betamax. Anyway, add 15 minutes because it runs from 7 until 8:15.